Hi there, welcome on board to this video tutorial where we are going to be talking about the computer software. Allow me to re-echo the fact that a computer is made up of two main parts, namely the computer hardware and the computer software. In our previous video, we were able to talk about the computer hardware, and I hope you can be able to follow it as well so that you can be able to catch up with where we are now. And in this video, we are going to be talking specifically more on the computer software. The term software refers to those virtual parts of a computer that can be seen but not touched. There are various types of softwares depending upon the purpose and use. Software refers to 1. A set of instructions. 2. The term software refers to a set of algorithms. Or 3. The term software may refer to programs. Software enables the computer or the user to perform certain tasks such as working on input data, maintaining computer functionality, managing hardware resources, just to mention a few. The computer software can further be divided into two types. One, we have what we call the system software, and secondly, we have what we call the application software. Let's jump in details to talk about these two types of softwares, and we are going to start with the system software. System software is a type of computer program or set of instructions that is designed to run or control a computer's hardware resources, application programs, and data. System software is the interface, the connector, or rather the link between the hardware and the user applications. System softwares may include programs such as 1. The operating system. The operating system manages the computer hardware and resources, including application programs and data. 2. The BIOS. The letters BIOS stand for Basic Input Output System. This gets the computer system started after one turns it on and manages the data flow between the operating system and the attached devices such as the hard disk, video adapters, keyboard, mouse, printer, just to mention a few. Thirdly, the boot program. It is also referred to as the bootstrap loader. It loads the operating system into the computer's main memory or random access memory. Number 4, assembler. An assembler takes the basic computer instructions and converts them into patterns of bits that the computer's processor can use to perform its basic operations. Number 5, device drivers. A device driver controls a particular type of device that is attached to your computer. For example, keyboard or mouse. A keyboard will have the keyboard drivers installed on your computer, and for a mouse also to function, it will need to have the mouse drivers installed on your computer. So the device drivers are able to control a particular type of device that can be attached to your computer. So any device which is attached to your computer, it has a device driver which the computer will use to be able to control that device which you connect to it. The driver program converts the more general input or output instructions of an operating system to messages that the device type can understand. System software also includes system utilities. A system utility is responsible for housekeeping. This housekeeping, which we are referring to, may be things such as disk defragmenter, system restore, development tools such as compiler and debuggers, file management, file indexing, removal of viruses, data encryption, keeping the correct time, and also keeping the correct date. Without system software installed on your computer, the computer will not operate at all, or one would be required to type the instruction for every task which is going to be done. So the system software is very, very important, and every computer or PC needs to have the system software installed. The second type of software is the application software. The term application stems from the word apply. And the word apply means to use the software to do something. So when we say application software, we are referring to the fact that we are using the software to do something or to perform something. An application software is any program or set of instructions that is designed to help people, or rather end users, to perform an activity or activities. Application software is also known as end user program. It is also known as productivity tools. It is also known as productivity programs. It is also known as applications, and it is also known as apps. So the term apps refers to the informal term which means application, which most of us commonly refer to, when we are talking about those small icons which we are able to see on our devices, such as our phones, our tablets, our smartwatches, among others. So those are apps that we are able to see. Those fall under the application software. The user of the computer makes use of this software to perform a particular task, such as typing a letter, article, story, to mention just a few, making a budget, performing accounting records, drawing up a class list, designing a house, a road or a bridge, or even a car, designing another software. For you to be able to perform all these tasks we've just mentioned, you will need a particular application program which allows you to perform those functions. For instance, if you are using a smartphone and you want to be able to use WhatsApp. For you to use WhatsApp application, you need to make sure that the WhatsApp app has been installed on your smartphone. For you to be able to use Facebook on your smart device or smartphone, you need to install the Facebook application on your device for you to be able to use it. So now, application softwares may include programs such as the database programs, which may include Microsoft Access or the WAMP server. We can talk about the word processor. We can talk about web browsers. Examples of web browsers might include Firefox, UBS browser, or Internet Explorer. We can also talk about programs like the spreadsheet program, which is also referred to as you can talk about Microsoft Excel. You can look at e-learning programs such as Moodle. You can talk about programs such as the media players on your PC, which can either be VLC or virtual DJ, just to mention a few. You can look at e-reader programs such as Firefox Reader. We can look at e-reader programs such as Foxit Reader, Adobe Reader, etc. We can look at composer programs such as the Fruity Loops. We can look at the compiler programs such as the C language, the Java language, the Android Studio, etc. We can look at the analyzer programs such as the statistical package for social sciences. We can look at the designer programs or the designing programs such as the CorelDRAW, the SolidWorks, Electronic Workbench, Cisco Packet, and we can also look at the presentation programs such as Microsoft PowerPoint. So all these programs which I have just mentioned are among a few application software programs which exist. They are not the only ones, they are more, but we've just been able to mention a few. Application softwares may be bundled or they may be published separately. When we say an application software may be bundled, we mean that the different types of softwares may be sold or placed in one package together as users are gaining access to them. And when we say application software may be published separately, we mean these application softwares can be able to be made available as separate individual programs. If you look at a few bundled application softwares, you can look at the Microsoft Office package. Once you install the Microsoft Office package on your PC, what you notice is that with it will have Microsoft Word, it will have Microsoft Excel, it will have Microsoft Access, just to mention a few. So that one is more like a bundled. And then the published separately application softwares are those who just come as one individual software. Furthermore, application softwares may come either pre-installed or it will just come free. When we say an application software may come pre-installed, we mean it will come already placed or loaded into your computer. And when we say it might come free, it means this particular application software is not yet installed on your computer and is sold separate from the system. So generally, there are three types of application softwares. These are proprietary application softwares, the open source application softwares, and the university projects. Let's look at these three application softwares in details, starting with the proprietary application software. So the proprietary application software, these are licensed by the maker and need to be bought. Very little changes can be made to them. Most often, they need a password called the product key to activate them and be able to use them. The second type of the application software is the open source application software. These are not installed by the maker and are usually free. You can access them for free. Changes can be made to them, Most often, they do not need a password called a product key to activate it. These are commonly known as freewares. You access them for free. And the third and last type of the application software which we have is the university projects. These are application softwares that are designed and used by students to perform a particular activity. In addition to what has already been said, application softwares can either be horizontal applications or they can be vertical applications. Horizontal applications are applications which are more popular and widespread because they are general purpose. Examples of horizontal application softwares may include word processors, databases, spreadsheets, just to mention a few. And the vertical application softwares are niche products designed for a particular type of industry or business or even a department within an organization.